This is Masaka. We'll just do a very short trip around the city to show you how it looks like before we proceed to Mbarara. So there are these commercial buildings on both sides of the road. It looks like this is some sort of business center. So this is Elgin Road, and by the way guys, so far we've not come across any Kenyan number plate along this from Kampala, especially from Entebbe all the way to Masaka. We've not come across any Kenyan number plate, but we've come across several people who've been to Kenya, so every time they see us, they just want to speak Swahili with us. It looks like it's so much fun knowing Kiswahili in these sites. Look at that. Meat is hanging outside. In the butcheries, they hang their meat outside. Yeah, it is a big town. Look at that mosque up there. Yeah. Oh my god, how is that? Now guys, look at this car. It is a car for driving school. Wow. This is cute. It looks like it's a new building. It's not yet occupied. Guys, we're just giving you a brief tour of this place. So far we've seen that they hang their meat outside. Adia says that what I've said is vulgar. Hanging your meat outside. Adia, bring your head here. No. Yeah, but you've seen that their beef is just outside the butchery. It's not inside the butchery. That is what I meant. Adia, please come on. They hang their meat on the streets. Let me use the right words. You're not going to take the Swahili from me. Mimi lazima tujiongee. Unaongea Kiswahili? Haya, sasa nenda moja kwa moja. Sweet people, eh? It's nice people. I think when you speak Kiswahili in Uganda, it makes you appear like you are well traveled. Alien in a nice way. Yeah. I didn't think people were so excited to speak in Kiswahili anywhere. So I should be proud of myself that I know one more language. You can see that the meat is hanging on the streets. Look at that. The offals, the ribs are all on the street. That was different. So just like Rwanda, Ugandans have also planted a lot of exotic trees. One of the indigenous forests they have is the impenetrable forest. Yes. Yeah. Bwindi, the impenetrable forest.
And then the place we took, Mabira forest.
Yes, Mabira forest is also an indigenous forest. Other than those ones, so far we've come across a lot of exotic forests, like planted forests. That is a planted forest. You realize that when you compare the roads from Malaba to Tororo and then to Jinja and to Kampala, these ones are better than those ones. I don't know why, but their roads here are much better. Here they plant a lot of bananas. Just look at this. It's in both sides of the road. We are heading towards the direction where the Ankole people stay. So we're expecting to see those huge horned cattle like the ones we saw on our way to Rwanda. approaching Kinoni town. We are guessing that these buses take passengers to Rwanda.
Yes.
Yeah. See all these jackfruits. There are a lot of jackfruits in Uganda. I would thrive here. What is your beef with jackfruit?
I do not have any. I just don't like the smell of jackfruit. I don't even know how it tastes actually. I just can't stand it.
You're just hating it without even...
Yes, the smell.
Without even trying it.
The smell. It needs to smell nice to be able to...
It smells nice.
No, it does not.
Dear, sure.
It's a bit nauseating, but...
I'm the only one who eats jackfruit in this car. Now, every time I buy jackfruit, these guys usually just want me to finish it as fast as possible. And that is not the fun of eating jackfruit. You have to eat it slowly and savor the taste, you know?
Not nauseate everybody in the car.
No, you guys have a problem. That fruit has a nice smell.
The smell is relative.
It's Luengo district. So the town is Mbirizi, but it is in Luengo district. So guys, welcome to Chazanga. It is spelled as Kyazangy. Apparently any pronunciation of Kya is not Kya, it is Cha. So it is Chazanga. This place has some very beautiful landscape. There are plenty of hills and valleys, and they are very, very green. Very green. Bananas all over. Of course, covered by bananas. And there are also a lot of dairy farms around. That is why you will see a lot of calabashes being sold by the road. You can see bananas. Bananas are the staple food of people in Uganda. I would like to know how many ways they cook these bananas, because I only know of maybe one or two. Three?
Yeah.
You can boil them.
There's katogo.
Oh, there is katogo. Apparently, you remember in Rwanda, agatogo was like plantains, like stewed plantains. Now here it is called katogo, but their katogo is mixed with, either you mix it with beans or you mix it with some beef. There is also boiling. You can boil bananas with their peelings for breakfast. I remember when we were young, we used to eat that at my grandmother's place. You just boil the plantains and you take it with some tea. And which other way?
The roasted one that we've been eating along the road.
Yes.
Deep fried? Is it deep fried?
No. They're just roasted.
They're roasted.
But those ones are a bit ripe.
Yeah,
they're not entirely like
green.
They're almost ripe. Oh, and we've also taken some banana crisps. It's more diverse than maize. Like we take maize in Kenya. In Kenya we roast maize, we boil maize, and we cook it. We mill it and use it to make ugali or porridge. Did I just say porridge? Porridge. We have seen a Kenyan car behind us. It's a truck, and the driver keeps hooting at us. Now we've just been doing like this. He's right behind us. See that number plate? It's a KCV. Yes. Oh my God! Just look at this landscape. Oh. Now we've said hi to our Kenyan brother. We can now speed. We're just waiting for that greeting. Mpumude. Oh, the route to Mpumude is in this direction. So guys, guess what? We've come across the Ankole cows. Let's get closer. I've been meaning to get a photo with these cows for a long time. Here they are. Look at them. Look at that. Oh my God. Eh? Ayezi.
Naenda kunywa maji.
Wow. Guys, have you seen the landscape? Those cows are majorly used for meat because they produce very little milk, but very creamy milk, very rich milk. And apparently we are going to see more of them as we approach Mbarara. But those are the famous Ankole cows with huge horns. Finally, I get to take a photo with those cows. When we were on our way to Rwanda, we were just very late. Every time we come across it, we just see it when we've already gotten close to it and at a very high speed. At least this time I was able to take a photo with them. I feel so accomplished. Okay, we are going to Mbarara, but this route can take you towards Rwanda. That is why I think there's a lot of similarities in this landscape. The topography is quite similar. The landscape, the topography, and everything around this place is very similar to Rwanda. Now this is Liatonde, or I don't know how it is pronounced, but it is written as Lya, Liatonde. So we've seen more Ankole cattle here. It looks like this is Ankole land.
You have a beautiful soul, and I don't wanna let her go. But you don't wanna let me, don't wanna be let down. You fear if you let this be, I won't be around. I see the fear in your eyes when we talk about being just you and I know that you've been hurt before, and you don't wanna go near the flames and get burned again.
We're at Akegeti, and from our Google map, it is somewhere close to Lake Mburo, where we are heading. Around this area, you'll realize there are no many plantations like banana plantations like we had seen behind, but there are a lot of dairy farms, and in these dairy farms, they rear a lot of. We've come across some Fresian cows for milk, and also we've come across the Ankole cows for meat. I can say maybe this place is very similar to West Pokot. Very similar to West Pokot in Kenya. Now there are so many lodges here. Leopard rest, a camp, accommodation. Yes, we've seen a camp. There is also this rock. There's a rock here. It's called Rwakobo Rock. Now, where are we heading? So this is the road to the national park, and it's a bit bumpy for our car, but we will try to get there. Ooh. Ooh. Challenges of having a car with a low clearance. So there are a couple of Ankole cattle in the national park, or on your way to the national park. So when you go in this direction, be sure to take a few photos. We've seen zebras, we've seen some antelopes, and plenty of Ankole cows. Are you wondering at some point if we'll see any animals?
No, I know we'll see animals.
You know you'll see more animals.
I know we'll see more animals.
And more animals that are not the Ankole
Yes.
cows.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think of how far the gate is from the main road?
It's quite inconveniencing, especially the road. The road is really bumpy. It could discourage anyone.
You have a beautiful soul, and I don't wanna let that.
The first safari car we are seeing of the day. Finally. How many kilometers from the road?
9.
9 kilometers.
50.
Yeah. So the cows are part of the sightseeing. We're finally here at the gate. You can see some baboons there.
And I know that you've been hurt before, and you don't wanna go near the flames and get burned.
We have 70 species of mammals,
Okay.
of which the common ones are the zebras, waterbucks, giraffes, hippos in the lake, and many more. So the nocturnals, we have the cats like leopards.
Okay.
But
You
those-
have pangolins here?
Yes, we have them. But those are seen during the night, and some of them, they are seen late night. We also have the birds, over 350 species.
So many.
So many.
Warthogs.
And
Oh,
that's
so
why
they have
they're
what
called
here?
warthogs.
Oh.
Like one cannot ride the zebra like you do to the horses. Yeah, because I think zebras are not easily tamed. We have communities who have their hotels in the park, so they stay in the park.
So which communities are these that live in the park?
These are local people from nearby the national park.
Basically, Ankole are just pastoralists, right?
Yes, but even some other, they were true. The Ankole people, they are divided into two. We have the pastoralists, cultivators.
Okay.
So the work of cultivators was just to dig, growing crops. They all look the same, but they have different color patterns.
Yeah, they're like the fingerprints.
Exactly. And their stripes are there to serve the purpose. They act as heat regulators.
Oh.
Because when it gets hot,
Uh-huh.
as the black color absorbs the heat, the white color will reflect it. That is why you will never find a zebra wallowing in the mud like what the buffaloes and the warthogs do when it gets hot.
Okay. I thought they were just meant to confuse their predators.
That is another purpose. That is another purpose.
Okay.
And lastly, because of having different color patterns, it is easier for the fowls to identify their mothers, because each fowl will mark a specific pattern from its mother, so it will be knowing this is my mom and this is not my mom. Yes.
Buffaloes. They're just big cows.
They are wild cows, but the only thing is that buffaloes, the shape of the horns are different from the cows, and also when you come to the gestation period of the buffaloes, it is more than the one for the cows.
We need those prayers. We need a bigger car. We need a bigger car for such activities.
Sure.
Because we love such activities, we need a bigger car.
Asian migrants.
Oh, they migrate all the way?
Yes.
Okay. So they're just waiting for the ducklings to grow bigger.
Yes.
And then they migrate.
Yes.
Even I forgot the babies for the name.
As long as the water levels, if this water
dries up, there you go.
Yeah.
And they're very clean, this impala.
Ever.
Very clean.
They are ever clean.
Looks like their meat is very nice. But
Yeah.
it's lean.
Yeah.
It's lean meat.
It's a good meat. Good one.
Okay, what is the difference? There is antelopes and gazelles. What is the difference between antelopes and gazelles?
They are all antelopes.
They are all antelopes.
Gazelles and impalas.
And what
And
about?
trophies.
And what about?
waterbacks,
And dik-diks.
and dik-diks, and elands, and bushbacks.
They're all
All
antelopes.
those are
Antelopes.
So the word antelope is just the general name
Okay.
given to the
Like
animals.
like saying cats.
Yeah, given to the animals that have spider horns. So you can't call a buffalo an antelope.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're learning, huh?
I know.
At 17, we're growing up, sneaking red wine in a paper cup. We saw the world so differently, talk about things we'd never be. 17, we're still so young, waiting outside for you to pick me up. Driving so fast we couldn't see, everything changed so suddenly. I moved to Brooklyn, you begged me to stay. I never called cause you thought that I'd change. We both went back on the pact that we made, but you're all I know. You came to visit, but I found someone. Drove to the lake house where we fell in love. I couldn't wait cause I thought you moved on, but you're all I know. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of running.
I think we have those.
You have them?
Yes. Adia. We have them.
Halapak.
Yes, we have them in Halapak.
How do you call them in Swahili?
I don't know.
They're called pof.
Pof. The buffalo has scared them. There.
Now we
Uh-huh.
can see it very well.
Lucky for us.
Okay. We walk back to the car.
They're big.
The buffaloes have done their thing. Because buffaloes are just too proud. Actually, I think buffaloes are very proud. If you see them trying to attack a lion, this is what we call walking
The way they kill a lion, the way
walking safari. To go and see the antelope. Elands.
Tired of running, I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running from the things that we knew. Had to lose it all just to know that it was you. I'm tired of running, no, I'm tired of running. I'm tired of running from the things that we knew. Had to lose it all just to know that it was you. I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running. I'm tired of running from the things that we knew. Had to lose it all just to know that it was you.
Finally at Lake Mburo, guys, just look at this. So beautiful. Now if you want to do like a boat ride, there is the boat. It's a very beautiful one. It has some space where it is like a safari car. It has the rooftop where you can just sit and watch. And this lake is surrounded by a forest. I don't know what type of tree those are, I'll confirm, but I think they are very similar to these ones, to this tree. Well, it's been quite a journey to get here. We had already booked some food when like 2 hours ago. I think right now it should be ready. And then guys, one thing guys you need to see, look at this type of grass thatch. I've seen this type of roofing in Hunter's Paradise in Bungoma. If you remember clearly, go and check again. The roof looked like this, yes. Adia, do you remember this kind of roof? Yes. In Hunter's Paradise. So this is us enjoying our early supper or early dinner while listening to those hippos. There are plenty of hippos here, by the way. So don't expect to come with your small boat into this lake because those hippos will topple them. But there is a boat there which is more suited for this lake. Oh my, and the food is so delicious. Just look at these chapos. These chapos have gone to school with some chicken curry.
Yummy.
So we are also staying here. We found some guest rooms, which is managed by Uganda Wildlife Authority, which is just more or less like in Kenya side they're called Kenya Wildlife Service. So they have the guest rooms and they're very decent, very decent. We'll be booking the accommodation. We've already checked them out. So after this, we'll book the accommodation and go and rest there. They also have a canteen which has cheaper beer and cheaper soda. So for now, we're just enjoying our meal and then we check out the sunset. You can see I'm telling you this, the cloud is covering the sun. I wish there was a better sunset.
At 17, we're growing up, sneaking red wine in a paper cup. We saw the world so differently. Talk about
Okay, we're playing some poker here. Oh, and Adia has won for the very first time, like ever.
I keep losing these games.
Imagine.
But today I have won.
And she always has the spade A. Who does that?
Today it has worked in my favor.
Yeah. So guys, we are somewhere very close to Lake Mburo. And we've been told that there are many other lakes that surround Lake Mburo. So Lake Mburo is the biggest in this national park. It's surrounded by papyrus reeds. This is our accommodation. I hope but I can't. Let me just show you. It is a very simple room. It's basically a self-contained room, period. It is managed by the Ugandan Wildlife Authority. Apparently all the wardens speak Kiswahili. They understand Kiswahili and they find our Kiswahili very weird. Now we were trying to figure out how comes all the wardens here know Kiswahili. Is it because they have the influence from Tanzania, or is it a requirement for them? We really can't tell. But other than that, they are just the most friendly people around.
I agree.
Yes. So we're just going to play the poker and then we'll sleep. Actually, we've been told that even outside here, hippos pass by here. But then this lake has so many hippos that I wonder how those who are camping are surviving. Because there's so many hippos, warthogs are all over. And I think it is because warthogs and impalas, I think it's because there are very few predators here. So they multiply and most of them survive. Other than that, we've had a very, very good day, a very nice dinner. Right now, we are just taking a few drinks, sodas, beers, and any other things.
Mm-hmm.
There are some people who love the Nile here, the Nile beer. So we're just entertaining ourselves because tomorrow we have a very, very long trip to go to. A lot of sightseeing. We are expecting to see 2 lakes tomorrow. We are expecting to see Mount Ruwenzori tomorrow. From maybe some of them will see them from a distance because our car cannot get into many of those national parks. We are just lucky that this national park has the roads to the national park. Actually, inside the national park, the roads are graded, but outside the roads are a bit bumpy. But I don't think we will go to any other national park like that requires us to get in, but we will try to see the physical features from a very safe place, like Lake Albert, Lake Albert, Lake Edward. We're hoping to see them on our way to Fort Portal. And I'm told there is where now we will get good vibes, touristic destinations, good vibes, sightseeing, very nice landscape. Everything nice is in Fort Portal. That is what they say. And as travelers, we are here to go and confirm. We are here to go and confirm because personally, so far, I think Uganda is so underrated. It is so underrated. There is very little marketing of this country, especially their attraction sites like Lake Mburo. This one that we came to was recommended to us by a friend from Kenya. But I've never seen Ugandans advertising it anywhere. Yet it is such a beautiful place. You've seen those sunsets, guys. You've seen. Very early in the morning we'll be leaving, and I hope you guys will join us. So let's meet in the morning and let's continue with our journey very early in the morning. For now, bye, and please comment below on what you think of our road trip and any other videos we've made in this series and the series that have come before this one. The one going to Rwanda, Tanzania, Zanzibar, all those. Kindly watch all of them. Hit the like button and comment below on any recommendations you would like or any suggestions. Anything positive, constructive criticism are welcomed. So until tomorrow, when we'll continue with our journey. Bye.
Tired of running, tired of running from the things that we knew. Had to lose it all just to know that it was you.
Wow. Uganda! Oh my God!
Even when she's lying in my bed, I think about what we could have been. 23 and I've had enough. Met a couple girls, but it wasn't love. It's being the only one you need. Tell me, are you where you thought you'd be? I moved to